Everybody, welcome to what time is it? It's evening time here in Melbourne. I'm here with my co-pilot. You might have just heard him. I've just taken a squeaky toy off him, so he's not too happy about it. He's a little bit annoyed because it is a bit loud for the stream. Not right, buddy? So let me see. Let's get this on the go. So what are we doing? So we're here. So first of all, hello, everybody, and yeah, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are. I got my beer. I got the co-pilot, the dog, and what else? What else have we got, Hank? What else we need? And we got us. So and we got our sim. I'm going to do a self-loading cargo. Or use self-loading cargo tonight and do a bit of a full sort of run through, so not run through, but a full use of it and see how it goes. I'm continuing on with the duty schedule, the Firefly Air duty schedule. That's the 2-ton Murphy virtual airline over in FS Hub. So we're going to continue on that duty schedule from Dublin. On our flight tonight is down to Nice. So it's down to Lima Foxtrot Mike November, I think the code is. Alright, buddy. Yeah, so we've got I'm in the Fenix A320 and mainly because I'm going to use GSX as well, so GSX is a little bit more integrated and a little better, works better with the Fenix, I find, and also I've read that the self-loading cargo software is it's better with the it's better with the Fenix. So I've used self-loading cargo a couple of times, but I haven't really given it a full blast. So we'll give it a whirl here. So just bear with me while I set up. I purposely didn't set it up before the stream. I thought we'll set it up together. I have set up SimBrief. And I'm just loading that into Navigraph now, and I'm just updating Volanta, and then we'll get stuck into self-loading cargo. So before we're going to do our route and everything else, I'll go through that first. He's going to annoy me, so here you go, come on, off you go. Go on. Go on. So we'll go through that first, and because it does take a little bit of time to get it up and going, so that's the toy that he wanted. Right. So self-loading cargo's over here. So our right beside the mic. Well done, buddy. So so we've got aircraft drop down on the tool. It's just like this little widget. We just blow it up and in we go. So the handy thing is, I'm just going to leave it all default. The handy thing is that you can put everything to, or you can import SimBrief pretty easy. So I'll leave all that as default. That's all good. We'll go set up flight plan, and we'll import our SimBrief. Now my SimBrief time. Yeah, okay. So the SimBrief time, I'm not really sure why. I haven't really looked at it, but it says the flight leaves tomorrow. So first things first, I'll just check and make sure we're on real time, real weather. Yes, we are. Out of Dublin. Oops, wrong one. Alright, we'll double check that, that's fine. So what I'll do is I'll basically just extend this by, let's say, 30 minutes. So it should all be green. Check-in open, okay, so that's good. So check-in is in progress. Boarding's expected in 11 minutes and loading should be on time. So it's probably going to be about 30 minutes before we get off the ground. So we'll bring that back a little bit to 25. As long as everything's still green. Waiting flight plan data import. I wonder if I just broke on it there, did I? Nope. So 25 minutes. Just give it a minute here and see what it does. Nothing. Okay. So let's try 20 minutes. Maybe that's a bug. Oh, it looks like it's a bug. So it looks like 25 minutes doesn't work. Alright, so I want this all to be green. So because the last time I ran this, I sort of went, yeah, 10 minutes, and then it was just an overload of information. Like, was people calling you, ground crew were calling, the purser was calling, there was people, it was chaos, right? So I would like to see it in an organised kind of fashion. So that's okay. So we've got 11 minutes to boarding. I think we'll live with that. So our cruising altitude is 37,000 feet. Departure time 12:05 Zulu, so it's 30 minutes away. It's brought in our flight plan, our flight number, which is correct. That's from the schedule. However, it hasn't brought in our airline, so I'll just put that in. So it's Firefly Air. Okay, so we'll go to in-flight services. We're gonna go, so Aer Lingus. It's an Aer Lingus, so it's a standard medium haul flight. I wouldn't say Aer Lingus are luxury in any way. They make you pay for stuff, so that's pretty poor for a national carrier. Apologies about the squeaky toy. The boarding protocol back to front. Let's assume that that's the case, and we'll put it on Wi-Fi now. Right, give me that. Come on. Thank you. He has rediscovered this squeaky toy, and he loves it, and it's very squeaky. So, I don't mind it, but Okay, so we're gonna go start flight. Oh no, it's loading. As you can't see, it's on the other screen. Okay, right. So there we go. So the aircraft. Oh, hang on. Gotta go inside. That's a ground crew calling me.
Hello.
Hi, Captain.
That's loud.
How are you?
Hi there. I'm fine, thanks.
Great. We're just preparing the cabin for the passengers. We'll speak to the terminal staff once a door is opened and find out how long they think it'll be until boarding begins.
Okay, no problem. Feel free to open the doors whenever you're ready. Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please.
No problem.
Microphone check is 5 out of 5. Okay, Captain. Radio check is complete. We'll contact you when we're ready to start loading. Roger.
It's very loud, isn't it? I'll bring it down a little bit more. It's a bit too loud. Alright, hopefully you can still hear that one okay, so we'll leave it about there. Okay, so that's fine. They're going to do whatever they got to do. In the meantime, we'll get the external power and the batteries turned on. I'll leave the fuel pumps on for the moment. We'll get the panels on here. And we'll get our nav lights on, and we'll sort out our oxygen, emergency exit signs on, smoking signs. A seatbelt sign I'll leave off for the moment. We'll go Adairs 1. Wait for the light. I don't normally wait for the light. Adairs 2, wait for the light.
Hello.
Call me
Hi.
again. Oh, wrong one.
Okay, so I've spoken to security and they've started checking in, but there's around another 10 minutes to go before we expect to be seeing any passengers.
Oh dear,
Thanks a lot.
auxiliary.
No problem.
Now there is a slight bug. What I've noticed previously in this is that you'll hear the audio just slightly skip or drop out for some reason. Not really sure why. Anyway, so that's that sorting itself out. So I'll leave that there for the moment, and we'll just stay inside the cockpit view so we can hear the transmissions or the interactions. Right, our route. Where are we going and what are we doing? So back over to, I keep clicking that wrong. Let me get rid of that. I keep clicking that button by mistake. There we go. So we're currently on the ground at Dublin. We're going to do a departure. So we'll push back on the stand and head up, exit the apron on the Foxtrot, and then right turn on to November up here. We'll then turn on to runway 28 right and take off. It's a slight right hand turn shortly after takeoff on the DEXE2J departure, and then it's a big left hook turn out across the Irish Sea, across northern Wales, down through sort of central southern England sort of thing, or the centre of southern England, out over the Channel into northern France, and then right down the belly of France really, and sort of across the Southern Alps, right at the very bottom of the Southern Alps, or the south of the Alps, and then a left hand turn via our star, which is, can't really read that, I think it's NISA 7R, down into the Côte d'Azur. So lovely. That's So this is a flight that I've done. I've almost done this in real life. I've flown from Belfast to Nice. Haven't flown from Dublin. Okay, that's good. So we'll leave that for the moment. We'll look at our weather and stuff a little bit later, but we'll start setting up the aircraft for the moment. So I had uninstalled version 2 of Dublin and just went with the default aircraft or airport scenery because I was getting performance issues and stutters, etc. I've been flying in and out of Dublin for most of the day, and I'm still getting performance issues and stutters, etc. Can't be helped. It's fine once we leave the airport. So don't know. I've uninstalled it, checked the files, reinstalled it, done all that stuff, and at this stage, I just think that MK Studios' stuff is just disappointing. Hang on a second, boys and girls. Give me that. No, come on, out you go. No, come here. Hi. Oh shit. Alright. So, we'll import our flight plan and our flight data. Okay, that's mine now. I put it up on the desk, he jumps up and takes it back.
Round to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Just a quick update to let you know that we started loading. We'll contact you again once we're done.
Right, the toy's away now, I've got it. Let's go on, Hank. Okay, so let's see. What was our flight number? It was 1051, I think it was. 1051. Cost index 53. Cruising altitude, I think it was 370. And our block fuel is 8.5. Oops. 8.5. Flight plan. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say. I'm going to try and follow along with the ground cruise instructions, so I'll use GSX to follow along. I don't think so. We haven't started boarding yet. Departure, and they haven't called for refueling yet either. Unless that's what they just said, which I wasn't listening to. So let me just check that. Like they literally might have just said that. No, they started loading, but they haven't started. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so back to our flight plan. So we're going to go at runway 28 right via the, I think it was the Dexy 2J. Insert that. And our arrival is going to go on runway 22 left, which looks like it's an RNAV. Yep. And the star is NISA 7R. NISA 7R, that's the one. And we'll insert that. We'll close up or get rid of any discos or if we have any vectors or manuals or any of that sort of stuff. We don't want those. Alright, so we've got one disco. Down here when it does that. Clear that one off. And I think that's us. Okay. Going to progress and our pre-flight, so we're going Lima Foxtrot Mike November 22 left, I think I said. Yep. 22 left. And we're just leaving on fuel protection. So so that's fine. So we should be our gears and everything should be aligning. I'll populate our tablet. You see how choppy that is when I'm moving around. It's not great. Although I am running some processing stuff in the background that is probably impacting this, so I'll just and I have to let it run. There's nothing I can do. It's going to take me a couple of hours. However, what I want to do? Oh yeah, I want to go in here. However, what am I looking for? No, doesn't matter. Okay, so we'll import our file, our sim brief. Straighten that up a little bit. And we will begin to load boarded. Why does that say 120? Reset? No. Because we got to re-import. Alright, and it comes, yep. Boarded 0, that's better.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. We're ready to start boarding. Are we okay to begin?
Yes, you can start boarding if you're ready.
Excellent. We'll get started then, and I'll let the rest of the crew know we're ready. It might take a few minutes for the passengers to start arriving, though. All stations, we're about to start boarding.
So we'll go real time, which is
Grand
18
Crossing.
minutes.
Go ahead. Hi there. Just to let you know that we started fueling the aircraft. We'll let you know as soon as it's completed. Roger.
Alright, so I'm going to fuel first. Because they're fueling. And then we're going to... Oh, it's Bluetooth again. Then we're going to... The speed of the fuel truck. You're having a laugh. So we'll watch the fueling happen. Oh, you slowed down now. Yeah, so we'll fuel first, and then we'll board. We'll use the GSX boarding. But I've already started the boarding on the tablet, so all good. GSX is just aesthetics at this point. However, yeah, no, I think it's just. I don't think it's actually. I did read somewhere that either there's a plan to, or it's currently in place whereby the fueling and the Fenix is connected. But I'm not sure. I haven't really looked at it. This is pretty cool. Oh, for God's sake! You're having a laugh. Refuel completed. Your way. So, bye. Like, normally they get out and put the flags down and connect the pumps and do all the stuff. I think it's because I started fueling or boarding on the tablet first. I'm not really sure. I'll need to test that. Anywho, let's pretend we're refueled. Okay, so I just hit B on the keyboard there to get my QNH in. We'll clear that off. I think I've got this calibration warning again. I still haven't fixed that, and I'm not going to bother. It's not impacting me at the moment, so I'll leave it alone. So we've got another few minutes. Oh no, we're aligned. What am I talking about? So we're aligned, so that's good. Okay, so we'll do the MCP. We'll also just call for boarding from GSX, just to complement our self-loading cargo. So it's almost like you're using GSX to animate on behalf of self-loading cargo, sort of thing. So we should have our baggage. Yep, there they go. Happy days. No worries. Brilliant. Alright, so that's good. Okay, so what do I want to do? No, I don't want to board crew. I just want to. Well, why not? Why not? Alright, buddy. Okay, so I'm going to set up my MCP. So 370, I think was the 370 was our altitude. That's the dog, by the way, wanting his toy. You can get it when we take off. Yep, turn our landing systems on both sides. VOR. get our point. Yep, okay, all good, Hank. Yes, thank you. Put the cage. And what else do I want to do? I want to start the APU, but
Starting.
yeah. So I guess because I think we're completed refueling. No, so the refueling still in progress. If I bring that in here, no, I can't see that. Let's see. No, that's okay. So I've just got a little window here that tells me what's going on with self-loading cargo. So you can see boarding's in progress, cabin music's playing, doors are open, etc. There's no medical issues. You can see how many items are being loaded. 9 minutes remaining on the loading time. Refueling's in progress. The fuel's going in, as you can see. I think our block fuel was 6 point. What was it? 8.5. So that'll go up to 8533. And then you can see the ground crew are connected on schedule departure, and then this is like the overall, and that's where you get the points and all that sort of stuff, and it tells you how many people on board, checked in, seated, secured. You know, they can see the mood of the flight so far. They're getting thirsty, etc., etc. So I'm just keeping an eye on this. Once this refuel, we'll start our fuel pumps, and then we have to call the ground crew to let them know we're starting the APU. So it's just a little bit more immersive instead of just jumping in like I always do and you know, plow ahead with flying, because like there's days where you want to go through the whole setup, and then there's days where you just want to get going. And tonight I'm just going to do the one flight, so I thought I might as well just take our time and give SLC a bit of a test and run through. So that's the plan, man. Okay, so there was something else I needed to do there. Alright, Hank, alright. There was something else I needed to do. What was it? Oh, yes. We'll do that a little bit later, that's okay. Okay, so we'll do the weather systems. So system 1 or system 2, auto, that's all good. We'll also do our transponder, so we'll go 1051, which is the same as our flight number, just for convenience sake. We're still waiting on our tablet, our Fenix boarding everybody. And GSX is loading us up, so everybody's busy. We're on board, we're in the flight deck drinking beer. So, happy days, that's great, that's what we want. As in, everyone to be busy. So you can pick up GSX for about, I think I paid about $40 for Australian, if I remember correctly. It gets updated quite a lot, but to be honest, it is still quite buggy. And you do need to have the profiles and all that sort of stuff, so there's a little bit of mess around with it, but it's still, I like it, I think it's pretty good. And self-loading cargo, it's very good, but it's seldom updated. Like there was something like 3 years between like version 1.2 and 1.3, so, but it's only $16.99 sterling, pounds. You know, so I had the previous version, the 1.5 or 1.4 or 1.53 or whatever it was. I quite liked it, actually. You know, I really liked it because it was real recorded voices, and you can use your voice with this and all that stuff. But I haven't figured it out yet.
Go ahead.
So I've got this on automatic mode, so it does a ring for me. So I'm just a passive listener, really. But you can do a more interactive version of it where you actually, you know, get the headset. I've got another headset there with a mic on it. You get the headset and you can talk to them, and you can do push to talk and all that sort of stuff, and you can give a voice commands and whatever. I haven't tried it yet. That'll be for another day. Right, so our refueling's complete. So we'll go up overhead. We'll get our pumps on. I think at this point we can put our seatbelt signs on now because the refueling's complete. and we can also start the APU, but we're going to give them a call and let them know we're going to start. So we'll call the ground
Cockpit to
crew.
ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board the
Go ahead.
self-loading cargo service. Please place your large bags into the overhead locker wheels.
Stand
first,
by for
and
ground
keep
power
your small
disconnection.
items under
We're
the
starting the
seat in front.
APU now.
These include
Roger.
laptops, handbags,
We'll monitor the
duty
startup
free
from down
and
here and let you know if
recycled
we see anything untoward.
Once you have safely stowed your
Roger.
cabin bag,
I've just noticed they've got Irish accents because there's regional accents. It's class. All right, master switch on and start button on. So APU is firing up.
fastened ready for departure. This is a no smoking service.
So we should see our exhaust. Oh, you can hear it firing up now. And there's the exhaust heat coming out. Looks like the boarding's almost complete with GSX as well. We're almost there. And I would suggest that the boarding on the on Fenix is almost complete as well, or just over halfway there, or about halfway there. Oh yeah, so I've got it in real time. I normally put it on fast, so I was going to say it's a bit slow. All right, well, so we'll have to wait for that. So according to self-loading cargo's information, we have loaded 204 of 241 items. 3 minutes. 3 minutes to loading's complete. I think we can do a welcome on board, I think. Or we can actually do a check, so we can do a little check to see where they're at.
Hi, Captain.
How are things going?
Great. Most of the passengers are on board. We're still waiting for a few to come down, but we'll let you know once they're on board.
Thanks.
Okay, that's good. Alright, so GSX has finished its boarding. We're just waiting on self-loading cargo. So it does take a little bit of time. So our departure is due. We're due to depart in about
Hello.
8
Hi,
minutes.
Captain. Just to let you know that everyone's on board.
We're just awaiting the load sheet from ground. As soon as we have it, feel free to close the doors.
No problem. I'll bring it to you as soon as they send it up. You still have time to do the welcome announcement. That should pass some of the time.
So she just reminded me I can do the welcome. That's what I was going to do before I called her, but I hit the wrong button. Right, APU bleed on and probe heats and window heats on. So we're just waiting on the load sheet coming up. But before I call or before I do the welcome, I'm going to call the ground crew and tell them
Cockpit to
we're
ground.
disconnecting the ground power now.
Go ahead. Please disconnect ground power. Roger. Stand by.
So turn the power off. We'll go to the tablet and GPU off. I'll leave the chocks on for the moment.
Ground power has been disconnected.
Okay, so
Roger.
we're running on APU. So we'll do our welcome message to the cabin while we're waiting on everything else happening.
Good afternoon from the cockpit. This is your captain speaking. I'd like to welcome you on board this afternoon's flight. I hope you're all well. We're currently preparing for departure up here in the cockpit, and once we're airborne, we'll be climbing to our cruise level of 37,000 feet. We're not anticipating any delays, so we hope to be underway very shortly. The cabin crew will start securing the cabin once the aircraft has pushed back from the stand. As we make our way to the departure runway, please make sure you're seated and secured as they make their way around the aircraft. The weather is looking good, so it should be a nice, comfortable climb up to our cruise level. Once we're airborne, there shouldn't be any issue during our climb. It's a pretty straightforward departure out of the airport, so nothing to worry about there. It looks as though the en route winds are in our favour, so there shouldn't be any issue getting to our destination on time. However, we will keep you informed throughout the flight if it changes. The ground crew have finished loading the aircraft, so if you could get yourself seated and secured, we'll be able to get going straight away. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the flight. Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Loading has been completed. We're sending the load sheet up to you now. We'll contact you for pushback once you're closed up and the beacon light is switched on. Roger.
So we just gotta wait for the load sheet. In the meantime, I'm gonna go and accept. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna wait for the tablet to finish loading. I was gonna say I'll accept the other one.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, here's the load sheet from ground. I've written the passenger count here, the crew count here, and the total number of souls, not including yourselves, here.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
Okay, great. You can close the doors whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'll let the crew know and we'll get closed up as soon as we can. All stations, please close doors.
So what I'll do for this, the sake of time, I'll just automatically load this. Set it to
Ground to
close the
cockpit.
doors and everything.
Go ahead.
I should put it on the fast. Yeah. We'll just go instant.
Hi there. Just to let you know that we've started fueling the aircraft. We'll let you know as soon as it's completed. Roger.
Okay, well that's a bug.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that the aircraft is now fueled as requested.
That's
Roger.
okay. So that's the integration I think it's talking about. So I haven't quite figured that out yet. I haven't really used this. I've only used this a few times, so I'll figure that out for another flight. All right, so we're 55.7, 31.8. So 55.7, 31.8. We want to go straight to our performance and our perf page and set our takeoff V speeds. So we're going to runway 28 right. We're going to go 1 plus F and the packs will be on, I would imagine. Sync load sheet, sync live weather and calculate. And it'll give us 142, 144, 1220, 1DN02 and 68. So it's 142, 142, 144, 1220. 1220, 1DN03, or was it 2? I think it was 2. 68, and then it was 1220 slash 1220. I don't know if you have to change that or not, to be honest, but I always do. 1DN02, yep. Yeah. Okay, back over. Let's get rid of the chocks. Let's call for. Let's set our beacon on.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Call me when you require pushback. We're all set, so feel free to get connected and start when ready. Roger. Ground tow is connecting. Roger.
Oh, I missed a step there. I should have disconnected the jetway. You can call.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
You can call for it to get the jetway disconnected, so I should have done that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Alright, so I'm trying to line up GSX and self-loading cargo at the same time to get, you know, a simultaneous pushback. This will be fun.
Go ahead.
Departure check completed.
Tow is
Bypass pin
connected.
inserted.
Release parking brakes when ready to pushback. Roger.
So what I should do is mute GSX so there's no crossover between the comms, and then it actually looks like he's connected. You know what I mean? Like it can't. You can get it to go. You can get it to work. A little bit of faffing around like that. You can get it to
Locking
work.
gear.
That's for me. What else do we need to do? Have we done everything? I'm not following any checklists or nothing, so I think we've done everything. Yep. What way do we want to face? Let's have a look. I think we need to face north, actually, or it'll be west. It'll be west. Yeah, we want to face west.
Release parking brakes.
Okay, parking brake's off.
The parking brake is off.
Commencing
Roger.
push.
Tow is
All
attached.
engines
Steering
clear.
pin is inserted.
Start at will.
Stand by while we start pushback.
So GSX
Cabin crew, doors to automatic, please.
GSS.
Okay, Captain. We're clear of the stand and you're free to start engines.
Right. So GSX says you can start at will. What you actually have to do on SLC or Self-Loading Cargo is call the ground crew and let them know which engine you're starting. So I'm going to say I'm going to start engine number 2.
Starting number 2. Roger.
And then we'll go master switch over to start. And start number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention.
Oh, for God's sake, we're going to drive us into 787.
If you hear brace. Brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board. Your
Did I
seatbelt
forget
is
to
fastened,
update the
adjusted,
part? I
and
did, didn't
release is
I?
shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened.
Something
at all
strange
times.
going on with my bot.
If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you.
It's
Put a mask
yeah,
towards
I've just
you to
noticed in the
start
chat it's got yesterday's flight,
Put the mask over your nose and mouth. Hold in place.
but it's the
with
wrong
strap
bot.
and
That's the
pull on
Stream
each
Elements
side to
bot.
adjust.
It's not
Put
my
on
bot.
your own mask before helping others.
My
If
bot's
we
called
land on
Virgil.
water, take the life jacket from under your seat.
Say,
Put it
Virgil,
over
where'd you
your
go?
head.
Please set your parking
Set
brake.
parking brakes.
Around your
Set
waist.
parking brakes.
Together
The
and
brake
pull
is
the
on.
strap to adjust.
Waiting
Roger.
your confirmation for good engine
Stand by.
start.
Please keep your parking brake on while we monitor engine startup and disconnect the tow.
If it
Roger.
fails to
Cockpit to
inflate or
ground.
needs topping
We have a
up,
good
Starting
engine
number
start.
1.
You can
Roger.
there is
disconnect.
a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry flotation aids for children.
Let's see.
Your tray
What's
table
going on?
must
So
now be
there's a
stowed
bit going
upside
on.
down, window
That
blinds
is the
open,
one
and
thing that
seatbelt
annoys me.
fastened.
And I think I would prefer to hear the announcements muffled through the door. A bit more like packs. But you know, it's still better than nothing, I guess.
Unlocking gear.
So fix
Okay,
my
Captain.
bot here.
Looks like a good startup on all engines and tow is disconnected. Nose wheel is free, so you're good to go. We'll get ourselves disconnected now, so have a safe flight. Look out for the pin on the right, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for the help. Pin on the right, and we'll see you next time.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
We'll fix it tomorrow time. Okay, what's next? So we're all connected. We can go APU bleed off, APU off. We want to. I'd like to have at least one of the terrain screens on. I need to accept the load sheet. I should have done that before we pushed back, but that's okay. Leave it there. So let's go in here and accept that. Oh, there's a few. So just to clear that message, we'll accept them all then. Okay. What's next? What's next? I think that's it, isn't it? Yep. Max on the brakes. We'll run the clock. We'll go taxi lights on, turn lights on, parking brake off, and start rolling.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that the cabin is secure for takeoff.
Thank you.
Let me know when we're ready to take off, and I'll get the crew seated and secured.
You can take your seats now. We're almost ready.
No problem. All stations, seats for takeoff, please.
So you get graded on the flight, and you get graded by like your taxi speed, the turn velocity even on the ground or in the air. You know, there's quite a number of different different measurements, I guess, in terms of how you end up with your grade. It's literally like an A plus, you know, A minus, etc. So it can be it can be a little bit sensitive at times. Like the autopilot, if you hit turbulence, for example, you can get marked down because, you know, the plane jitters or whatever, and the autopilot, like even on its sort of 20-degree bank angle, they don't like, the passengers don't typically like that, so you'll get marked down for that as well. So if you're after like a perfect flight or chasing perfect scores, that's not why I use it, but just something to be mindful of. You just might want to mess around with the sensitivity of some of the how it measures you. Like for example, if I brake too hard here, right, straight away it's coming up. I'll show you in a moment. Let me see. So if I go, so you can see here it says your velocity exceeds detected. So they don't like that, and that trend on the flight will start, the score or whatever will start to go red and come down. So it's things like that, you know. You gotta be careful of. I'll get that screen once we take off. I'll get that little window put over onto the main screen here so you can see it. Provided that this massive stutter doesn't cause any problems. Massive stutter. Dublin, man. Always problems in Dublin. There we go. We're back. Always problems in Dublin. Seriously. So we're just rolling up Foxtrot. Taxiway Foxtrot outer toward just past the North Apron, and we're going to do a right hand turn on November, then a left hand turn onto 28 right. We'll gun it down the runway, lift off, do a slight right hand turn, and then we'll do like a big left hand hook turn out over the RAC. Once I get up and get the autopilot on, I'll just move things around a little bit, and then we'll be in the air roughly for about 2 hours. We should have a nice tailwind the whole way there, I'm hoping, and yeah, we should be roughly about 2 hours flight time or flying time. We'll see how we go. Yeah, we should end up with it's a 25 knot tailwind, so it's not, you know, it's not like earlier or last night where we had an 82 knot tailwind or something like that. But we'll take it. It's better than a headwind, put it that way. We'll just roll in the taxiway, so we might let's get a bit of music on the go, shall we? Let's see what we got. Oh, it's a bit weird. So it's supposed to play all the songs, not just that one. I'll do. Nice big acoustic song for taxiing. Okay, coming up the runway, so we're just gonna ease on the brakes, left hand turn. Hopefully the guys don't and the passengers don't notice it too much. Nah, so they've actually, it's come up there 10 seconds ago to say taxi speed is high. I wouldn't have said that, like, but anyway. Alright, landing lights on, strobe lights on. I'm just gonna roll slowly to the runway. Quick look to my right, quick look to my left. Flaps 1 and left hand turn. We're not using ATC for obvious reasons, or what should be obvious reasons, and I'm just going to wait for the flaps. They should be down anyway, and we need our transponder on, so on it goes. Ground spotter's armed, and I think we are good to go. So power coming in. And toga. Beautiful. I had a look, there was no one there. That's FS traffic. So we should get up before. Let's see. So 142 was our rotate speed, which is roughly about, come on, there. Jesus. I'm gonna stay on runway heading here if I can. And it looks like we're gonna get pretty close, so we're positive brake gear up. That's miles room, we'll be fine. Alright, autopilot coming on. And there's our right hand turn after departure onto our SID. Just gonna keep an eye on the speed here. Alright, flaps up.
Cabin crew, you're free to move around the cabin.
We can disarm our master ignition switch can come off now. Spoilers can be disarmed. Emergency exit lights the arm. And our throttle can move to CL. Yep. We've just passed our transition altitude, so we can move our barrow to standard on both sides. When I was first learning this plane, it took me forever to figure out why every time I changed the barrow, I was still getting a warning a few minutes later. It'd say that the barrows didn't agree, and I never clicked on it. Was both sides. I think I watched it on YouTube or something, and went, all right, good one. Okay, so here comes our left-hand turn. So let's have a quick look at our route here. It's our left-hand turn. It's almost like a big sort of hook turn. It'll take us out over the RIC, across Northern Wales, down through England. Birmingham, yeah, Birmingham, across Birmingham, sort of west of London, out over the Channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelts fastened while the
and then down through central France into the French Riviera.
Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes. In just a few moments we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. All details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly. Thank you.
Was it that one? Yeah. Why is that not being captured? Well, it doesn't like, for some reason. I'm trying to capture so this is where self-loading cargo is supposed to go, but it doesn't like that window. See that? Like, you can see the mouse. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay. I got an idea. I've got a fantastic idea. Just bear with me and see if I can get this. See if we can get this moved here. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. So this is my Volanta. What I'll do is I'll sort of fire that in the middle there, right? And then I'll also, okay, that's okay. There we are. Hopefully that works. You can rate it okay. And make it a little bit bigger, will. Yeah, we'll probably do a bit there. That'll do. That'll do there. So it's yeah. So as I say, so here you've got obviously the time. Origin, time off blocks, block time, expected or ETA into your destination, whether we're on time or not, people on board, seated, secured, etc. Train's looking good, it's up and down. So far overall it's a good flight, because departure time and all that sort of stuff makes a difference. People getting thirsty. I'm not really sure how to control the yeah, I'm not sure how to control the commands in terms of like serve food and that sort of thing. You used to be able to do it in the old one, but I haven't figured it out in the new one. Again, I haven't used this that often, so I'm just going to set up, just bear with me a second. Let's see. So I'm just going to grab that little bar down the bottom, so hopefully this works okay as well. Switch off a bit there. And then I'll just, oops, drag that out. There you go. Just so you can see sort of what way it works. Well, hopefully that's not too busy. So if I click on, like, this is the little menu bar, so for example, you'll not see it on screen here because I've got this cropped, but if I click on the plane, for example, it brings up like cabin management, the cabin management window.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes we will be starting one of our in-flight movies. If you require headphones, please contact a flight attendant that will be happy to help. For those of you who bought your own, you can plug them into the armrest to the side of you. Choose channel 6 on the in-flight entertainment system. Thank you. In a few minutes we will be starting one of our in-flight movies.
Actually,
if you require headphones, please contact a flight attendant that will be happy to help. For those of you who bought your own, you can plug them into the armrest to the side of you. Choose channel 6 on the in-flight entertainment system. Thank you.
what I'll do is I'll just drag this over so you can see it. Okay, that. Right. So this is the cabin management window. Hopefully you can see it. It's a little bit, I think, is it that one? Oh, there we go. That's better. So you can see that there's, bring on a bit more. There we go. Should be able to bring that one up too, actually. Let me see. No, that's... Oh, you can. I'll jump out of the box though. So you can see that the drinks are scheduled in 5 minutes, and there's going to be 2 services. The food's scheduled in 50 minutes, and there's only 1 service. And duty free is in an hour and a half, and then the movie's just started. So that's the services. You can play music. You can do something about the toilets, so you can lock them or open them. You look at your Wi-Fi and cabin lights. Not that you're going to see them. So that's the aircraft. You can go in and look at the passenger manifest and the actual plane and see where everybody is. And
Ladies and gentlemen,
if you click on each of the...
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start one of our in-flight movies. If you'd like to watch, please plug in your headphones and select channel 18 from your armrest remote. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the film. We
So
are about to start one of our in-flight movies.
there's a bit of a bug where the PA announcements repeat themselves.
I hope you enjoy the film.
But you can click on like, you know, individuals, and you can see, you know, like it's a little bit like Theme Hospital or was it Theme World or those types of games where you can actually sort of see what people, you know, all those, the Sims and that sort of, you can see all the levels and whatever. Don't know if you're going to look at all that. I pretty much never bring up this page, but there we go, it's there. Your messages, you can see all your messages, it's all the speech and notifications and things like that. So for example, you know, hope you're well, that's the announcement you just heard, so that's not bad. I'm assuming that's help. I don't know where these things are populating now. Oh, that's what to say. I think if you do a right click on this, it changes it from manual. Like, see that little green dot? That means it's on automatic. That's where I do most of the stuff. So I could jump on here and, you know, PA system. Ladies and gentlemen, we're climbing.
Good afternoon once again from the cockpit. I hope you're enjoying the flight so far. We're currently climbing up to our cruising altitude, so I thought I'd give you a quick update. We're expecting to arrive on time as planned. Progress is going very well. You'll next hear from me just before we start our descent. I'll be sure to keep you updated if anything changes, but in the meantime, please feel free to relax and take advantage of our onboard facilities. Thank you.
And then you've got your settings as well, so you know you can go and configure quite a bit. Okay, so we need to. I'm going to drop that back over here.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, we will be starting our in-flight drinks service in a few moments. If you could please clear all aisles and ensure that any bags are placed in the overhead lockers, it would be most appreciated. Thank
Get rid
you.
of that. Put that one on,
Just
actually.
to let you know, we will be starting our in-flight drinks service in a few moments.
Yeah.
If you could please
So that
clear all aisles and
duplication's
ensure
a bit
that any
annoying,
bags are
but
placed
you
in
know
the
what can
overhead
you do?
lockers, it would be most appreciated. Thank you.
All right, so far so good. We're looking okay. The only other thing to show you is there's no in-flight issues, nothing to report from a ground or technical standpoint, no medical issues, and it still says that the crew are very busy. Drink service is about to start. Seatbelt sign is still on, which it shouldn't be, and the in-flight movie is playing. So that means that we can now, like we should have done this earlier, but obviously we were a bit distracted. That's fine. So we'll knock our landing lights off, we'll knock our taxi lights off, and our turn lights off. We'll also turn our seatbelt signs off. So it should pick it up and then get automatically announced. There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, so you are now free to move around the cabin. However, for your safety, we do recommend that you remain seated with your belt fastened at all times during the flight. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, so you are now free to move around the cabin. However, for your safety, we do recommend that you remain seated with your belt fastened at all times during the flight. Thank you.
So I'm almost sure there's a thing somewhere. My mistake. You know what? Well, I'm silly. I didn't hit the right. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, there's a thing somewhere that Yeah, that was silly of me. Damn. I think there's a setting where in self-loading cargo where you can actually, there's something about the announcements and the duplication or something. I did see it once, but I haven't found it again since.
We are about to serve our drinks menu. Choose from our menu of hot tea and coffee or a number of soft drinks. Please make sure your tray table is in the down position and clear any items from the aisles. Thank you. We are about to serve our drinks menu. Choose from our menu of hot tea and coffee or a number of soft drinks. Please make sure your tray table is in the down position and clear any items from the aisles. Thank you.
I didn't realize I didn't have the bloody title updated. My mistake. Trying to work out how to oh, that's better. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Right. Well, just bear with me a second. Okay, my bot's active again. That's better. Look at this. Right. Time for a beer. So, let me make a few adjustments here. Okay, there we go. definitely wrong button. Hang on, that was wrong button too. Wait a minute. That one, and then that one. There we go. Jesus. Right, let me just check. That's a bit loud, isn't it? Let's bring that one down. And let's also bring that one down. I think it's a bit better. I hope. So the movie's playing, the drink service is in progress, the cabin crew are very busy, and apparently the toilets are in use. That's good to know. Overall good flight so far. That's what we want to hear. I must have hit save when it updated the description for the title before I come on. I mustn't have hit save. Whoops. So we're just about to, flying over Birmingham. So Birmingham's, you can't see it, but it's just down to our left there. Company message. So the last time I was in Birmingham was 2008, I think, and it was for the V Festival. We landed in Birmingham and I went down to Reading. Brilliant. Weston Park we went to, actually, that's where it was. Company message, that's what I was looking at, yep. Go. Alright, so 5 miles, 4 miles to top of our climb. And then we're in the cruise mode. And we've got a... Oh yeah, so we've got an 86 knot, what will become a tailwind, because once we hit sort of Paris, thereabouts, a little bit south of Paris, or in line with Paris in France, we'll do a slight right hand turn, so still got that warning or fault. See this guy quite a bit. So the Nice, the version of Nice that I've got is a payware version. I think it's a payware version, and I've been to that airport in real life. The last time I was at that airport was in 2006, September 2006. Setting the camera here. Dublin. Okay.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Would you like a drink, tea, coffee, or water?
No,
beer.
thank you.
No problem. Give me a call if you change your mind.
So this is, I think this is leg, I want to say 9 of the medium hauls. It's right about 30 flight schedule. Leg 9 of the medium hauls, yeah. The return is leg 10, and then I've got 2 more to do in the medium hauls, and then onto the GA and long hauls. So I suspect that myself and possibly Big Boss Robinson might end up doing some. Just seeing if it's online there. Might be doing some GA Irish scheduled flights tomorrow. Well, tomorrow my time, so probably in about, I don't know, 10 hours or so. And all the music that you hear, with the exception of the 2 or 3 opening songs, the title screen songs, plus the next one I played when I come on screen, all the other songs that you hear, including this one, are all either composed, written, performed, produced by myself and Big Boss Robinson and/or. And if you're not following him, you should go follow him. And if you're not following me, you should hit the follow button and follow me. So I was actually going to look up the Nice airport to see who the main carriers and stuff like that are, just for interest's sake. I might play this one a little bit later. So the Nice Côte d'Azur airport, let's have a look. Jeez, that's bright. Okay, so it's in the it's in the Alpes Maritimes department of France. It's the 3rd busiest airport in France and serves as a focus city for Air France, as an operating base for EasyJet. There you go. And it makes sense because when I flew to Nice, it was with EasyJet from Belfast. It handled 14.5 million passengers in 2019. And due to its proximity to Monaco, it also serves as a city-states airport, with helicopter service linking the Principality and airport. Some airlines market Monaco as a destination via Nice. Yep. So Aer Lingus actually do fly to Nice, but from Dublin, but it's seasonal. You got a lot of flights flying in there. So there's Air Arabia flying from Fez, Aegean from Athens, Air Canada from Montreal, Air France do a whole list of routes: London, Paris, Orly, Paris to Charles de Gaulle, Athens, Bordeaux, Cannes, Strasbourg, Malta. American Airlines flying as well from Philadelphia. Oh no, these are seasonal flights. So So American Airlines are going to begin a route from Philadelphia to Nice on the next year, May 2024. Yeah, that's certainly a hub for EasyJet. So it looks like it's a predominantly UK routes, and ironically, actually, so Belfast isn't on there anymore. They must have. I do think they dropped that a long time ago. That route. Emirates flying as well. Yeah. I always love the approach in Nice as well, because you sort of come in over the water or along the coast. I remember doing that in real life, just looking out the window, coming in at excuse me, the sun had just went down, and excuse me, it was yeah, it was a cracking flight. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, what happened? What? Like, what? Wow. No idea what happened there. So positive G4 exceedance, yeah, no shit. Wow, that was interesting. And we're losing. Oh, hang on. Have I set that? What the hell? That was 37,000 feet we're supposed to be at. It is. Right, that's better. Yeah, random. I've noticed that only happens in the Fenix. It hasn't happened in the PMDG or anything, so that's interesting. I was just about to say we're absolutely hammering it. We're doing really well in terms of time. We've only got about an hour and 15 minutes to go. That's why I was looking at the clock. I'm just going to skip that because there's clearly something wrong with the clearly something wrong with the guitar on the left here. It's it was a pretty early mix, so this one's not bad. It's an early mix too, actually. So this song is actually on Spotify. It's called Night in the Wild. This is a really early mix of it from a few years ago. I think it was released about 2 years ago, maybe. I'll be listening. So I knocked the multiplayer off because it's I think it's ruining the shots actually. But so just a few stutters there and stuff. I just thought I'll just knock it off for tonight. I actually like to fly with multiplayer on because I love passing the other planes and especially at the airports and stuff. And reading all the name tags and the name plates and all, you know. But sometimes it's just not worth it, I guess. I'll just leave it off. So that was a song called Night in the Wild. Very early mix of it though. It was pretty. There's a lot of stuff missing. Because the finished version has like pianos, different guitars. Sounds a little bit more. Like that sounds pretty clean. I think the new version or the finished version sounds a bit more exciting. That's what I've noticed. So I deliberately picked older mixes and older tracks and stuff like that, and all instrumentals. And the reason being is one, in case copyright picks it up and then it doesn't play on the rerun. And two, that's for the slightly different versions. And two, some of these songs, not all, but some of them are released. Like this one's released. It's called "Never Taken Me," and it's just interesting hearing how some of the songs evolved. Like I'm listening to this and I can hear all the problems. But it still sounds decent, Here. Like this mix is dated 14th of July 2018. I'll keep it going. So I'm cringing a little bit there because obviously that guitar was dropped. That was probably me just. In fact, I do remember playing that and then yeah, it sounded terrible. The rest of it sounds pretty good. So it's just about an hour to go. Let's see where we are. Have a look and see where we are. I think we're just crossing over the channel here. Oh, that's the northern coastline of France. Yep. The green fields of France and all that. Let's have a look. There we go. Coming across the northern beaches, and we'll head right down, pretty much down the central, down the centre of France, and then we'll be heading in just west of the Alps, west of the bottom of the Alps, and then down into the Côte d'Azur. So we're about halfway there. About an hour to go. Flight time. We may probably slow down a little bit because as we make our... Oh no, we should be okay. We should be okay. But we have lost our tailwind a good bit. It was 86 knots, really 2 knots earlier. It's now 26. Sandflyer 106, welcome in. Thanks for follow. Cheers. It's Friday night, so we have beer, and I forgot to get Guinness, so I'll get that tomorrow night. Welcome in. So we're flying the Fenix A320 from Dublin down to Nice as part of the Firefly Air duty schedule, multi-duty schedule. And I'm also running self-loading cargo just to give it a bit of a test, like sort of start to finish, because I haven't done that yet. And so far we've scared the absolute life out of the passengers a few times. High taxi speed, taking corners too quickly. It's like Grand Theft Auto, you know. And then we had a few turbulent moments in the air there, so who knows what the scorecard's going to look like when we land. And I'm sure it'll be a dodgy landing too. Right, let's see, what other, let's see, a bit of music. Oh, this one's good, this one's good. This is a song called Feeling. Again, this is released on Spotify as well. This is a slightly different version. I actually this is an edit that I did from my dad for drone footage. Or running footage, I think it was. So yeah, that's that one's out somewhere as well, released somewhere. It's on Spotify. It's a it was the first song that we did that was that didn't have any instruments. It was just pure MIDI, pure almost electronica. It was all done on the keyboard. So our self-loading cargo's behaving itself at the moment, so that's good. So what we'll do is we might call someone here in the intercom, see what happens. Ah, won't let me. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's see what happens here.
Hello, Captain.
Let's how's it going?
How are things going?
It's all quiet. There's nothing much to report, really.
Okay, thank you. I'll speak to you in a bit.
Thanks very much.
Okay, we'll ask for a snack.
Hi.
Hi, would it be possible to have a small snack, please?
No problem. I'll get it to you now.
Cool. So we're on time. We're expected at 2:30. What time is it? Oh yeah. We're on 6. What have I got here? 3. Everything's looking pretty good.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Your food is ready for you. I put it in the galley so you can grab it whenever you're available.
Thanks.
No problem.
So they mustn't bring the trays or the... Oh, hang on, why should I bring it into the cockpit? I'm ready. Come on, bring it in and stick it on the thing there. They mustn't bring it in anymore. I was on a flight when I was flying back from the UK or Ireland to Australia a few weeks back. I did notice actually that the second officer and the first officer and stuff was 4. It was because it was a 17-hour flight from London to Perth. There was 4 flight crew, and I did notice that every single time I went to the bathroom there was at least one of them standing in the galley, either having a coffee, chatting to the air hostesses or the stewards, or having something to eat. So they must be on like a permanent rotation of a break, you know. That was a Dreamliner 7879. We're going to take the 7878 after this flight to it won't be on stream. It was a long haul leg from Dublin to JFK, so I'm gonna let it run overnight. Probably the best way of doing that. Excuse me, just sneezed. That's the beer, I'm allergic to it. Alright, it's interesting. I wonder why that hasn't played properly in order. Let me see. Let's have a look. Something not right here with the music. There's that turbulence flip again, you see that? It's a bit mad. Let's see how we're doing. Excuse me. Wait a second. Excuse me. Okay, so about 277 miles from top of the descent. Does that say 432 from destination? Yeah, okay. Wow, that's a slow descent. So we're roughly about a quarter of the way, sort of into France, if that makes sense. So Paris is actually just on our. Paris is over here. So you can see it. We just passed it. So this is Paris over here. More. Yeah, so that's Paris. Oh no, it's on over. Is that Orly? It might be Orly. Yeah, so it's sort of. I can't say it. We'll pass it. We'll just pass Paris, Orly, and according to Navigraph anyway. Yeah, that was Paris, Orly, you could see, and Charles de Gaulle, which is further out. This song started off as a song called Sometimes, and then I ended up changing I used the word sometimes as a bit of a hook in the first verse, and it became a song called Our Lost Souls. Those drums and all were cleaned up. So the reason why I had to change it was because if you listen to the start of it, I'll just play the start of it again. Like it's just got Radio Gaga written all over it. which I love, by the way. I love that tune. So yeah, so I had to sort of get rid of the arpeggiator and do a few different things with it. It worked out alright. The latest version, let me see what I've got it here. I don't think I do actually. No, I don't. Let's play that. I thought I had it, but I don't. That's a good shit. This song's out. This is released on Spotify. It's called "Owe It All to You." Now, this probably will get picked up on copyright because, albeit it might be an earlier mix, but like musically it hasn't changed from the instrumental hasn't changed from the final release. There's nothing. I don't think there's anything that's changed. Maybe the bass goes in. That's about it or something. I'm not. I think it's all fairly straightforward. It's a simple two guitar plus bass acoustic song and a little bit of drum or a beat, That's what it's going to do. Better. So I can't tell you the name of that song because it's not really shit. And wow, I'll say yeah. I don't know if it's ever going to release. That was composed and recorded by Big Boss Robinson, and it's actually one I haven't heard in a long time until a few days ago, and I always loved it. Always loved it. And it inspired another. One of my tracks. It's called The Last Day. I'll put it on after this. It's like a 12-minute medley. Oh. I thought that was an instrumental. I thought that was an instrumental. It's not finished it either. That's called, it will be called, well, its current working title is Son of a Tyrant. I haven't finished it. Yeah, so the previous song that I played, the orchestral one, inspired an orchestral version of this track. But this one was written first. As in, this version was written before the orchestral version. So you sort of get the idea. It's that kind of riff that. So that evolved into two different versions. One was a piano version, and the other one was a 12-minute orchestral medley. And I reckon if I time this right, it'll be pretty good. So we've got 100 miles to our destination, or sorry, to our top of descent. Atlanta's telling me 27 minutes, minus 12 minutes gives 15. Time to set up, time to descend. So we'll give this a blast, right? We'll give this a blast. Different key. Bear with me now. Always love that tune. Okay. Right. Let's get ourselves set up for landing. So we're 16 minutes from departure. We're just about to hit on top of our descent. Oh, sorry, 16 minutes from our arrival at departure. So I'm gonna send the plane down in a few moments. Let's bring up our arrival charts. Okay, so as you can see, we're just about to move into the star. Okay, so 22 left is where we're arriving. Initial approach, final approach, and the final approach. This is top of descent. It's 3,000 feet we want to go to. 1260 is our barrow, and okay. And in terms of weather, it's 1024 for 1024 for Q&H. We've got a 3 knot crosswind, no, 3 knot tailwind, and everything else is good, and it's 23 degrees, lovely 23 degrees. Okay, that sounds good to me. Let's program it in. Destination data, yes, it certainly will, So it was 1024 for the Q&H. I think I said 1260, didn't I? Oh, hang on, what's wrong? What's wrong? That's okay. Send on profile. Identify level 30. I'll get the wind, and I think it's the issue there. 23 degrees. Wind was 160.03. And our barrel, I'm pretty sure barrel was 1260, wasn't it? Yeah, 1260. 1260. Okay, that's fine. 142 miles out. And you should see the Alps. There, that's just the very bottom of the Alps. Yeah. Okay, flight time so far 1 hour 46 minutes. Roughly about 15 minutes, 12 to 15 minutes to go. So what I'll do is I'll talk to the cabin and let them know we've descended. Although it should have automatically done that for me. I wonder why it didn't. I'm not sure why it didn't. We'll do it manually. So, PA system, yep. Oh, you know what? We must have missed it. I'm not sure how we missed it, but according to the thing, it's already been done. Yeah, I'm not sure how. Anyway, that's fine. Maybe that's just a slight blip or a bug or something in software. I'm not sure. That's okay. So I knew it was going to be a slow descent down, so it is. It's going to take us a little while to get down, but saying that we're 140 or 130 odd mile out, so there's no rush. It's not like we need to worry. Excellent. Okay. I'm going to arm my ground spoilers now, because I always forget about them, and I think we're going to be okay to descend on profile. Almost better. This is an instrumental version of a song called Tokyo Lights. This is also released on Spotify. Excuse me. I'll just sort out the camera here. Alright, so we're coming down, descending nicely, descending down nicely toward 3,000 feet for our approach into Nice. Our ground spoilers are armed. According to self-loading cargo, we're going to be on time. That's always a good thing. Our FMC or FMDC is, or McDo or whatever you want to call it, is all programmed and all done. 109 miles from destination. I think we're good. We're just west of the Alps, or they're back there. And it looks like a beautiful day on the south of France at the moment, which isn't unusual. I'm gonna have to do a stream one day where I'm actually flying over Tokyo or around Tokyo with this blasting. It's called Tokyo Lights, you know. So as I say, I'm gonna, I might be back in about maybe 8 to 10 hours time, a little bit longer than that. Possibly with Big Boss Robinson, we might do some flights around Ireland, if he's available. And we never plan these things. We just, you know, text message back and forth. You free? Yeah, you know. And usually it's on a Saturday morning, Saturday night, Melbourne time. And in fact, I don't think he's online at the moment. Let's put this out of the way. No. We've got a nice tailwind here of about 20 knots, so that's going to help us. So my last couple of landings for the last few nights haven't been that great, and even the landings today weren't that great. I was overseas for about 3 weeks, and like since I come back, it's just been the quality of the hand flying has been terrible, if I'm honest. Where are we at? Okay, so we're down to 12,500 feet, so we're going to put the landing lights and seatbelt signs on just as we cross 10,000 feet. And then you'll hear some of the announcements and other bits and pieces from self-loading cargo. So I'll probably, we'll leave the music on for the moment, but I'll probably drop it shortly, or stop it shortly. I'm getting a bit tired myself. It's just gone 1 AM here in Australia, or in Melbourne. Are we on daylight savings? Yeah, I think we are. Eastern Australian daylight savings time. Yeah, daylight savings was last week, wasn't it? Daylight savings Victoria. Let's see. Yeah, we're in daylight savings now. Yeah. Which is the equivalent of summertime in the UK. I think the Americans call it daylight savings as well. I think. We're sitting very slowly, aren't we? You always get a lot of noise from self-loading cargo at this point, after descent, because everybody's running to the toilet, which is actually quite realistic, you know what I mean? But it does get a little bit annoying when it's constantly, you know, doors banging and stuff. Again, realistic. I like the way they've done that. There we go, we're approaching the coast, we can see the water. This is the French southern coast, the Riviera. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place in the world. I've been there a couple of times. Ten and a half thousand feet. We're beginning our left-hand turn. This is our final turn. I think. Hang on now. Actually, let's check that. No, second to last turn. Yep, second to last turn. So this is our initial approach, I think, and then the short or final approach is the, yeah. So we're just turned on initial approach. Okay. I'll just keep playing the map here. Alright, we're gonna go landing lights on and seatbelt signs on.
Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrest down and window blind open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service. Thank you.
Wow, they all sat down real fast, didn't they? Look at that. They're secured already. Oh, what's that, red? Cabin not secured? Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. We're just going 2 hours. 2 hours from taxi and 5 minutes remaining on our flight. Allegedly. Everything's looking okay. Like we're on profile, but I'm just looking at the map and I'm looking at our plan of attack here, and it's not adding up to me. So if I move us out to 20 radius of 40 miles, basically there's the runway. What it's saying, it's going to do a left-hand turn down into the runway, and then that's the blue line. The blue line's the missed approach. That's fine, no worries. I just think that that's going to be a very steep. I feel like the approach is probably asking a bit too much. As in that turn. Yeah, I think that turn is asking too much of us. So the airport should be there. That's the runway there. You can actually see it. Look. So we're going to go out past and then down. This is the approach I was talking about earlier. It's a really lovely approach into Nice. If you don't do it straight in. And I think the reason why I think it's a 22 left is operating is because of if you do it straight in from here, you'll end up with a tailwind. I'm pretty sure. I think we've got a tailwind at the moment, don't we? No, we don't. We've got a headwind. That's perfect, isn't it? We'll follow it down. Not really sure why it's giving us that approach now. Yeah, right enough. Actually, now I think about it, I've looked at the. Yeah, why would it give us that approach? You land and take off into the wind, or land and take off on a crosswind. And certainly. So we're coming up on our transition altitude. I think the transition altitude is 5,000. How do we look from the outside? Who's calling us?
Hello.
Hi, Captain. All passengers are seated and secured for landing.
Thank you.
No problem. Let me know when we need to be seated.
You can take your seats now. We're almost ready.
No problem.
So I like the way you've got automatic mode, and then there's a manual mode where you can click, and then you've got a speech mode as well. Speech mode I haven't tried yet. I've used obviously automatic and manual, but I just stay with automatic. Anytime I've used it, I've left it on automatic, as in self-loading cargo, and yeah, it seems to be okay at the moment. I haven't tried any custom sound packs, or there's a little bit of customization you can do with it by loading in custom sounds and that sort of thing. And really, the only reason I haven't tried custom sound packs is because I don't have any. And you could probably record your own sounds too. Like, you could record yourself and replace the audio files, the default audio files, and as if you're the captain or whatever. I would do something like that just because it's fun, but I'll not be doing it anytime soon. Because I'm busy and I've got other things on, but I would still do it, Alright, so our airport is pretty much there. Looks like we're going to do a nice left-hand turn here. We've just crossed our transition altitude, so we'll change our parameters, and there we go, over to QNH 1024. We're slightly behind, but I'm not gonna worry about speed brakes or anything like that, because I shouldn't need them. I'm just hoping we've got enough. Just hoping that left-hand turn gives me enough time to get down. And flaps deployed, and lined up, and gear deployed, and all that stuff. Otherwise it's going to be a rapid descent, as per usual. Alright, we've got some landing music gonna go over. Let's see. Some landing music. What will we go for? Let's have a look. Something. Oh, I know. I need to find it. Actually, you know what? There's a better one. This is more of a GA kind of bush plane kind of music in it. But this is kind of how you feel whenever you're coming into land. You're like, we're getting there, happy days. Even as a passenger, you're like, this is great, Okay, not your flaps. Sure, both one's gonna work, actually. Hang on, I'm behind here, hang on. Flaps 2. Just a little bit too fast. So I've just dropped the flaps 2. We're coming down next. I forgot to engage approach mode. So I'm pretty sure I have to hand fly from here.
100 above. Minimum.
Minimum? Yeah, I thought that. Did this last time, so we're gonna go autopilot off my aircraft. I'm just gonna do a nice left-hand turn.
1,000.
Gear down, and I'm gonna take control of the speed. We want the left-hand runway, don't we? Oh, don't stutter now. I'm just gonna keep an eye on self-loading cargo here because it will cause me problems if I don't get the. Just gonna put a little bit of power back into the aircraft. Here we go. Full flaps.
500.
Here we go. Let's drop the nose. Drop the nose. I'm not sure what the warnings are. What's it saying? Thrust levels. Yeah.
Speed.
Yeah. Speed up.
Pull up.
Oh. Ah, don't you crash now. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Oh. Shit. This is. So, I'll explain what happened in a second. But that was the. I was trying to avoid that a moment ago, but I was trying not to go that bloody fast. That was the.
Pull up.
Yes.
Pull up.
Yes.
Pull up.
That's gonna bang down.
Recon.
Awful.
10. 5.
Alright, so that was terrible, but that's okay, we're down. So the long and short of that one was the Airbus has redundancy after redundancy after redundancy, and unfortunately it almost killed us. So what was my LRM on that? 1,200 feet. Anyway, not too worried. Right, flaps in, spoilers in, landing lights off, strobe lights off, taxi lights on. So self-loading cargo should be kicking in now to say welcome to Nice and all that stuff. Not really sure why it hasn't. Alright, here we go. Yeah, that was probably one of my worst landings ever, but you know what? It is what it is.
However, we ask that you remain seated until the seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or internet access may now be used. Please make sure that you take all your
forgot to put
personal
the lights
belongings
on.
with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and in the overhead lockers. Do take care when opening the lockers in
Gonna
case
go less
anything
good
falls
here.
out. Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your self-loading cargo journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official Facebook page, Twitter, or the official self-loading cargo app. Thank you.
Taxi lights off.
Cabin crew, please disarm doors.
Move forward a little bit more. I'm gonna I'll do it. Okay, so what do we want? We want
Ladies and gentlemen, please
Shocks,
remain seated until the captain turns off the
GPU.
seatbelt sign. Once that happens, we will start deboarding and you'll be able to leave the
sound
aircraft.
power
Thank
on.
you.
I'm not going to
Ladies
bother
and
with the
gentlemen, please remain seated until the captain turns off the seatbelt sign.
set that up.
Once that happens, we will start deboarding and you'll be
TCAS
able to
off.
leave the aircraft. Thank
Engines
you.
off. We should get a deboarding message. Deboard, deboard, deboard. GSX. Deboard.
Boarding requested.
Ground crew should be connecting. Waiting to board and clearance. Yep. I'm just gonna wait for the gate, the jetway. And beacon off.
Ground to cockpit.
Seatbelt signs off.
Go ahead.
Passengers deboarding starting.
The captain, microphone check please. You're loud and clear. 5 over 5. Roger. Cabin crew, the aircraft is secure. Please open the doors when ready and begin deboarding. Okay, Captain. Ground power is available. Stand by. We'll start getting you offloaded in a couple of minutes. Roger.
Ladies and gentlemen, your portable electronic devices must not be used until you are inside the airport. When disembarking, please take care and hold onto the handrails while walking.
So we go, we're deboarding. So it's a pity about the landing. But I could have avoided it, obviously, but you know. I'll not lose any sleep over it. So I won't. Alright, so what have we got to do now? So let's see, we want to turn things off now, so we're going to start turning stuff off. Pretty much in reverse order, almost. We'll let it continue to deboard. So, welcome to Nice. That's the terminal I actually took off from, as in real life. Welcome to the south of France. Okay. Pretty much deboarded. GSX is still running. We're still working away. I'll reset the clock. What's it say? Navicar downgrade. There's no one before.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. We're all done back here. Everyone's offloaded.
Thanks a lot.
If you need anything more, just give me a call.
Alright, so fuel pumps off. External power off. And batteries off. Oh, they're off now. Off. There's a Hoover. Oh, nav lights off. And then they can finish whatever they gotta finish. That's us. So there we go. So that was a nice, nice wee flight from Dublin to Nice. Yeah, we with self-loading cargo. So that was one flight, and it was sort of almost like gate to gate. You know, the whole shooting match. So what was that? 3 hours and 5 minutes. So just under 3 hours in total. And I have to say, self-loading cargo is not bad. It's actually not bad. Like it's you know, as I said, there's a little bit of customization and stuff you can do with it. Team just landed. Look at that! Oh my god. Yeah, it's pretty with the landing. View flight report. Oh, here we go. View flight report. Let's see. Where's the flight report? Oh, it's over here. Here we go. Oh, I gotta log in. I have no idea what my login is. No, I don't. Damn. Nope. This isn't going very well. No. Don't know what my login is. Oh well, I'll work that one out another day. Oh, so there it is. Our pilot rating C. So there you are. Just average, mediocre. I think I did say in the description, intermediate. So I'll take that. That's fine. Okay, that's good. So yeah, I think no, I think it was dead on. I was okay. I enjoyed that. It was good. So thanks for coming along. Thanks for joining in. As I say, myself and Big Boss Robinson possibly might be streaming a bit later, and if we are, come and join us. But thanks for follows and yeah, thanks for jumping in and watching along. And if I'm not on in a few hours time, I'll be on certainly probably around the same time tomorrow night, so or maybe a little bit earlier, even in the afternoon. Until then, take care, have a great weekend, have a great Friday, and yeah, I'll catch you again soon, so yeah, take care, thanks.